Welcome to Barbie's Bitch House.
Last time there was a lot of disgusting behavior that should get people shot. Chapter 7 is called Dr. Stud Gets Some Treatment. It was lunchtime and Veronica had just finished up with her last client of the morning. She pushed the button of her intercom and asked for her sandwich and smoothie to be brought through. The sandwich was plain chicken and butter, her favorite, with plain chicken.
I'm sorry, plain chicken and butter? What the fuck kind of sandwich is that?
What a fat ass sandwich. Okay, Elvis. The sandwich was plain chicken and butter, her favorite, with a few lettuce leaves thrown in as a gesture to her fitness regime. Yeah, because, the lettuce is going to cancel out the fuckloads of butter she used. The buzzer went again and Veronica picked up. Sorry to disturb you, Dr. Stubb, but there's a rather insistent South American lady here to see you. She only needs a few minutes, she says. Tell her to make an appointment, Kiki. Tell her to make an appointment, Kiki. I've got a full diary, as you know, for the next 3 weeks due to my USA trip. Imagine she's like, we're going to... Veronica pushed the button viscously and had her first sip of smoothie. Boy, did she need this, she thought, but it was good to be busy. If this kept up, she'd be able to find all the money to purchase her outright. She'd find all the money to purchase outright her apartment, which she loved. Veronica sighed just as the door opened and a very attractive lady stuck her head around it. Once again, this is how it's written. I'm very sorry to interrupt, but this will only take a few little minutes. Veronica for once held her tongue. This bitch looked rich and expensive. Perhaps she'd turn out to be her newest client, she quickly and cynically thought. Don't worry, Veronica replied, getting up from her desk and crossing the room to greet the lady. They shook hands and Veronica gestured towards a chair in front of her desk. Sit down, please, and tell me what's so urgent. Thank you very much. I am Beale Badger's soon-to-be stepmother, Carmen Maria Lopez de Silva. Stupid fucking full long-ass name. And as part of my duties to my new husband, I need to touch base. I thought she'd say I need to touch Bill. Ew, she already did that. I need to touch base with you as to his son, Beale Badger's current sexual therapy. Nothing intimate, of course. That is between you and Beale. But just a general assessment of his health would be fine at this time. Veronica nodded her head. Bill had vaguely mentioned this gold digger when discussing his father's present social engagements, and from what she could see of her, Bill's assessment was correct, if not understated. Of course, Veronica replied. Very good of you to take an interest in your future family. I wish that were so, Dr. Studd. But Beale's father, Harold, has asked me to do this thing, and I could not refuse him. Veronica nodded her head again. She knew Harold Badger was a man you didn't refuse. Bill had been very insistent on that very point, and in some ways it showed the power of the man whom she'd only briefly met when setting up Bill's therapy regime. Very well, as it happens, I have Bill's report in my car just outside. Let me go get it, and I'll give you a concise review. She's trying to get the fuck out of there. She's like, oh, hell no. Veronica got up and left the room with her car keys in her hand. Carmen de Silva waited a few moments, stood up and looked around the consulting room. It looked very prosperous. After a few more seconds, she opened her handbag and took out a dark brown plastic bottle. She opened it and reached... Oh, fuck. She's poisoning her. I think. Oh my god, Maddie. I think she's trying to poison Dr. Studd. Oh god.
Who is it?
Fucking Carmen de Silva, I think, is trying to poison Dr.
Damn.
Studd. She deserves it. Carmen de Silva needs some poison, though. She opened it and reached over to Dr. Studd's sandwich. She carefully lifted the piece of bread and lettuce leaf and sprinkled some of the powder from the bottle onto the chicken. Carefully, she replaced the lettuce leaf in the bread, leaving the sandwich as if it had never been tampered with. She sat down, her heart racing with a mixture of fear of discovery and elation that she had achieved her first initial goal so easily. When she'd calmed down, her mind took her back to the dark sexual midnight ceremony she'd attended in the lush coffee plantation foothills of Sao Paulo.
Plantations, alright.
It's a lot going on right now. Only a week ago. There she purchased the powder from a very powerful witch doctor friend of hers.
A witch doctor?
This is turning into Harry Potter. But, less transphobic. J.K. Rowling, fuck her. He had assured her the effects of such a concoction would last for at least 6 months on any female victim, and to be very sparing of it, as it would induce a dramatic loss of sexual libido, as well as other minor changes. After that time, he agreed that it would be very unusual for the human to return to their old ways, their life habits having been totally altered. But he also added that the sexual behavioral side effects were quite considerable, and it would be worth her time monitoring the victim in whatever way she could. Once a month would be quite adequate, he'd advised her. He also said in a quiet whisper that no male should ingest the potion, as they would incur a continual erection for the rest of their life, which would no doubt make them the essential partner for all Western women. The witch doctor would reveal nothing else except that very little physical change would occur. In other words, the physical beauty of either the male or female would be retained. This sounds like we're fucking reading National Geographic. Would be retained, perhaps even enhanced. This was why Carmen's monthly appointment with Dr. Studd was so vital. She needed an ongoing assessment to confirm the powder had done its job. She smiled. It was going to be so interesting to observe the results, and she now needed to only make the monthly appointment. Yes, she had become... Yes, she'd become her newest client. The fuck is that?
This is the worst dubstep ever made, it says.
Wait, let's play it. I want to hear it. I can't. This is what it sounds like in my head when I'm reading this book. She smiled. It was going to be so interesting to observe the results. Yes, she'd become her newest client, but it was she, Carmen Maria, all the fucking words. Carmen Maria Lopez de Silva, who was going to be the doctor, and Veronica Studd, her client. The consultancy room door opened, and Veronica entered with a sheaf of papers. Imagine if she doesn't fucking eat it. She's like, this sandwich tastes like donkey ass.
This sandwich tastes like shit.
This sandwich tastes like...
I'm sorry. I got too much into it. I was like...
That was a little crazy. It tastes like dick.
I said it tastes like shit.
I like it tastes like dick. This tastes like moose dick. That reminds me of Robot Chicken, because there's a skit where this girl called Bitch Pudding says,
I love Bitch
this
Pudding.
Tastes like, she's like, this tastes like moose dick. I gotta go home. So funny. Some asshole is trying to put a boot up my asshole or something. It was crazy. The consultancy room, Veronica entered with a sheaf of papers. Mrs. De Silva, it's all here, and I'll quickly review and give you a brief breakdown of Bill's progress. Would you like a coffee while I take my lunch and read these notes? That'd be very kind, Dr. Studd. The coffee came, just like Veronica's. I added that part. The coffee came. And as she... Wasn't I reading something to you the other day and I was like pausing at the weird parts? I like forgot about it until just now. I was reading some fuck ass book on my shelf. The coffee came, and as she made her notes, Veronica absentmindedly ate the sandwich and drank her smoothie in front of Carmen. The important deed had now been done, and only the last part needed to be put into place, and as that involved money, it would hardly be a problem, Carmen Maria thought. Before Veronica could finish her notes, Carmen coughed, making her look up and said sheepishly,
This is the shit my mom reads.
Fuck! Your mom's a crazy bitch.
I don't even like that. That don't even sound good to me.
It's not the vibe. Sia Unstoppable is playing on the radio while we're reading this amazing story. Before Veronica could finish her notes, Carmen coughed. I must admit to the real reason for my unorthodox visit to you today, Dr. Studd. You're like, I can read.
Well, I was trying to like think of an acronym because it says on KMGL, and I was like, kill myself. Something.
Kill my gay lesbian. Kill my gay llama. That's a good one. Okay, I must admit to the real reason for my unorthodox visit to you today, Dr. Studd. While Mr. Badger wants to review Beale's report, it'd be kind of you to arrange to send it via the postal system. But what I really need is to see you as a client. You see, I'm becoming anxious about my forthcoming marriage to Harold. Perhaps once a month would be suitable. Veronica Studd smiled inwardly to herself. Her gut feeling had been right. The rich bitch needed therapy, counseling, whatever, and she had come to her, no doubt on Bill's advice, or at least on the evidence of his long-term attendance to her sexual therapy sessions. Good, she said, let's get you booked in 4 weeks from now. Make the appointment as you leave with the receptionist, and I'll send the report to Mr. Badger's address for your attention only. Good day, Miss De Silva. Carmen got up, smiled her best at Dr. Studd, left the room, and made her appointment before she left the building. Aww. She virtually skipped. Sorry. I'm sick of the fucking virtually in this. It's just over and over.
Virtually naked. I'm like...
Virtually skipped as she walked to the local taxi rank. Life was so kind to her, and now she could start to work on her second victim. She determined that all Bill's conquests, or to put it more correctly, those women who used him for their own sexual needs and his naivety, would all be put out of circulation, leaving the way free for her Asinara to become Bill's lover and only sexual partner, eventually leading to marriage. And that is the end of chapter 7. The next chapter is called Dr. Stud Succumbs. So that's going to be fun.
Is she gonna fucking die? That'd be great.
She's just not going to be horny. Where the fuck did my bookmark go?
I don't know. Did you shove it up your pussy?
I was about to say, did it go up my ass? I literally... Okay, well, we'll just find something in here. Use that little... Here, I'm going to use this little... This is how trashy I am. I have a fucking piece of a Little Caesars pepper packet in here that I'm going to be using as a bookmark now.
It's right there! I'm sorry.
It's under my fat rolls. That is fucking embarrassing.
I think you were leaned over looking for it, and so you couldn't find
Under
it.
my fupa. God. I'm gonna kill myself later. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go now. So let's say bye, Maddie.
Bye.
Bye.